Prince Harry has been questioned over his choice of language after he said the royal family literally cut me off. Financially, as it emerged, he received a substantial sum from Prince Charles after stepping down as a senior royal. The Duke of Sussex told Oprah Winfrey in March, "The Netflix deal was suggested by somebody else by the point of where my family literally cut me off financially, and I had to afford security for us. They cut me off in the first quarter of 2020, but I've got what my mom left me, and without that, we would not be able to do this." However, a senior Clarence House spokesperson told the BBC Harry received a substantial sum from Prince Charles after his decision to leave the royal family. The Prince of Wales' annual review showed funding for activities for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, with £4.4 million assigned to the heading. It is not clear how much of this went to the Sussexes, but the spokesperson insisted they were funded up to the summer of 2020. They said, "As well I'll remember, in January 2020, when the Duke and Duchess announced that they were going to move away from the working family, the Duke said they would work towards being financially independent." The Prince of Wales allocated a substantial sum to support them with this transition. That funding ceased in the summer of last year. The couple are now financially independent. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Anne Gripper and features Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. Mr. Myers said these latest comments are potentially at odds with what Harry told Oprah Winfrey that his family cut him off financially in the first quarter of 2020. However, a spokesperson for the Sussexes said there was no contradiction, because the timelines were different. They said, "You are conflating two different timelines and it is inaccurate to suggest there is a contradiction." The Duke's comments during the Oprah Winfrey interview were in reference to the first quarter of the fiscal year, which starts in April, the same date the transitional year the Sandringham Agreement began, and that is in alignment with the Clarence House accounts. However, Mr. Myers wondered why Harry used such language in the interview if he was actually given an awful lot of money as a sort of severance package from his father. This was on top of the considerable amount of money they already had from Harry's inheritance from Diana and Meghan's acting work. Mr. Myers said, "I think reading between the lines is, Prince Charles gave the Sussexes an awful lot of money on top of the awful lot of money that they already have independently, so one may wonder why indeed they were using such language in the Oprah Winfrey interview." Harry and his wife Meghan Markle are now financially independent with the help of lucrative deals signed with Netflix and Spotify. It is believed these deals are worth £100 million and £30 million respectively. Their first project with Netflix is a documentary about the Invictus Games, a sporting event set up by the Duke of Sussex whereby injured servicemen and women and veterans compete in Paralympic-style sports. They have released one episode of their Spotify podcast, a holiday special, in December 2020. However, there is currently no news about when new episodes will be coming out. Other than these projects, Harry has made a series with Oprah Winfrey for Apple TV about mental health, and the couple co-chaired the hugely successful VaxLive event, which raised money for equitable vaccine distribution throughout the world. To subscribe to Pod Save the Queen, go to your normal podcast provider.